Welcome back to Rashley's Border Q. This weekend we're going to be doing a pulled pork pizza. Last time you saw a pizza on the Blackstone, it was a pepperoni. We're going to try pulled pork today. We're going to use barbecue sauce instead of pizza sauce. See how it comes out. I'm almost out of mozzarella cheese, so we're also going to use two cheese combo of cheddar and some other cheese. I'm not sure what's in it, but we're going to try it along with what little bit of mozzarella we have left over. We're just going to go ahead, put down just a little bit of oil so our pulled pork doesn't stick, and we're going to warm up our pulled pork. We don't need too much, so I saved just a little bit, put it in a little Ziploc bag. Let that warm up a bit. Kind of windy out here today. There's some thunderstorms about 20 miles from us, and we're getting an outflow boundary. This is some pulled pork that I smoked a couple of weekends ago. We thawed it back out just enough for the pizza. Put just a tiny bit of water in there. Put the dome down to hold the steam. Oh, the smell of that smoked pulled pork is awesome. Just awesome. Gosh, I mean, that really smells good. Really smells good. While that continues to warm up, I'm going to put just a tiny bit of oil. I'm going to wipe 90% of it off. Always be careful with a hot griddle. This is where we're going to be putting the tortilla. I don't want to make it greasy, so I'm going to wipe most of that oil off, just enough to help keep things from sticking. Tortilla. All right, that's warmed up, ready to go. I'm going to turn this side off. Just use this side for the pizza itself. If you saw my video last time, you know that we want to get what is the bottom right now. We want to get it pretty brown because when we flip it, we don't want it to get soggy when we put the sauce on it. Move the pork over to this corner of my grill is always cool, and this side's off. It'll continue to cool down. Leave it right there for now. It's windy, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I usually leave it all the way down on low, but the wind's blowing the heat away a little bit. You don't want to get it too hot because you don't want the bottom, once we get the pizza prepared, we don't want the bottom to brown too much before the cheese melts. Yeah, it's really blowing the heat away. It's usually starting to brown pretty good by now. Just love the non-stick surface of these Blackstones. After you use them a while, it just keeps getting better. I just made a last-minute decision to mix a little barbecue sauce into the pulled pork that's going on top. There we go. You can see now that the tortilla is getting crisp. That way it'll have a nice crunch to it. It's going to be a thin crust. So now it's just assembly. our pizza sauce, which is barbecue sauce. That's probably plenty right there because we don't want to make it soggy. We've only got one good handful of mozzarella. We're going to go ahead and put it on there, spread it around evenly. And then we'll finish it off with this yellow cheese. Just a 2-cheese blend. It says 50-50 blend, half cheddar, and it doesn't say what the other half is. Maybe more cheddar, who knows? All right, we're not making a sandwich, so that's probably enough right there. We're gonna go ahead and get the dome on it, let that cheese melt. Meanwhile, we'll get the rest of the pork off away from the heat. Thunder in the background there. There's the storm off in the distance, getting closer. The mozzarella is melting a lot better than the cheddar. I'm going to have to remember that. Make sure I keep plenty of mozzarella on hand. Easy melting cheese. Put a little bit of water out around the edges of the dome. Don't want to get it up under the pizza, but that'll help melt the cheese. Do y'all like the crunchy cheese that gets on the grill? That's good stuff. Just about there. Boy, that mozzarella's all melted really well. That cheddar, though, is most of it's melted. A few little pieces that are not. We're going to go ahead and slice that thing. Again, this side is turned off, so be okay to set the plates there. Nice and crisp on bottom. Let's see how it tastes. That is smoked pulled pork, so the smoke flavor is there. Excuse me. We put a little bit of barbecue sauce on the pulled pork before we put it on the pizza. We put barbecue sauce on the tortilla, which we're using. It's a low-carb tortilla, so this thing's all low-carb, pretty much except the barbecue sauce, and we probably didn't put more than 1.5 tablespoons of barbecue sauce on the whole thing. Well, that's about it. We hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Rashley's Bordercue with the pulled pork barbecue pizza. We hope you'll join us next Wednesday for the Wednesday Quickie, and we'll catch y'all later on down the road. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and we appreciate y'all. Adios.